Yeah, listener. It's something I'm uniquely qualified to talk about. I've been spent a lot of time in prison, and I've spent a lot of time in MMA gyms. What happened to Cain is a very sad thing, and not Cain having to do a little prison time or anything like that, but what happened to Cain's son. I look, this country's gripped right now by what is that same subject, right? Because we now realize that the rich and powerful are allowed to get away with a lot more than we are. I mean, even our president and ex-presidents and everybody. And I think that's very hard to stomach. And, Dana White said something that I thought was really spot on. He said, yeah, everybody talks about it. Cain went out and did it. Yeah, we all talk about how if our child or whatever got molested, we would kill the guy, right? Like, well, Cain went out there and he tried, right, to kill the guy. I mean, I'm glad he didn't, because he would have been in prison a lot longer. But I do understand the rage, and I do understand the frustration. And set against the backdrop of the Epstein files and everything going on in this country, it's a very, very, very sad thing. I don't know what to say about that. All you can say is, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And the more money you have in this country, the more power you have, right? Cain obviously doesn't fit into any of those squares. I'm sure Cain's well off or whatever, but Cain didn't have all the money in the world, right? Like, he's a regular guy, like a fighter, and that's why we loved him. And the tragedy of what happened to his son can't hurt, can't be any more hurtful than you would imagine, right? I could never imagine. I don't have a child, but I can never imagine, because in my view of having a child, and this is probably why I don't have one, is you're assigned to protect them, like, with your life. That is your whole being, and your the whole institution. And so I understand why people who work around children are very protective of them. I totally get that. So then when somebody violates that trust, it can be beyond infuriating. And then you take a guy like Cain Velasquez, it's really easy to say, well, let justice play out, let things go on. No, he's like, I'm the ultimate tough guy. What do you, people expect me to go kill this guy? And then he went and he did it. All that having been said, you can't take the law in your own hand. My understanding from the gun battle, Cain actually wounded an innocent guy when he was shooting at the guy who had done those horrible things to his kid. But look, it is what it is, man. I will never fully understand it, and I don't think most of us fully understand it, and that's why it is seen as the one most abhorrent crime, even beyond murder, if you will, right? People understand murder. Like, when someone's done something like this to you, people understand it. But yet now we have a country sitting there, defending these guys who were doing that stuff. And yeah, I don't know if there's an excuse for that. Like and follow for more on the fight game.